There are people who can post something online and then just leave. No checking, no refreshing, no opening the app 6 minutes later for absolutely no reason. Honestly, I think those people might be a different species. Because if I post something, a small part of my brain immediately moves into the comments section. Not physically, emotionally, and it stays there, waiting for a reaction, a sign, a verdict, anything. Which is strange when you think about it, because that's a lot of power to give complete strangers. Some random person I've never met can slightly improve my day, or slightly ruin it without even knowing I exist. And that's when I started wondering, why am I so afraid of being disliked? Not hated, not publicly humiliated, just disliked. Because logically, it shouldn't matter this much. But somehow it does. And I think the reason is older than we realize. For most of human history, being rejected wasn't just uncomfortable, it was dangerous. Humans survived in groups. Belonging mattered. Being excluded mattered. And even though the world changed, your brain never fully updated. So, today, somebody ignores your message, disagrees with your opinion, doesn't seem impressed, and your nervous system reacts like something important is at risk. But here's the part that surprised me. Most of the time, nobody is actually judging you. The judging happens somewhere much closer. Inside your own head, you imagine their reaction, then react to the imaginary reaction, then change your behavior because of it. Which means a surprising amount of social anxiety. We run simulations constantly. Should I say this? Should I post this? Should I wear this? Should I be this version of myself? And before we do anything, we ask, what will people think? The strange part? Most people are busy asking the exact same question. They're not studying you. They're studying themselves. Everybody is trying to avoid judgment, while assuming everyone else is busy judging. It's a very inefficient system. And maybe that's why approval never feels satisfying for very long. Because even when people like you, there's always a tiny doubt. Did they like me? Or did they like the version of me that was trying not to be rejected? And maybe that's the real trap. Not the fear of rejection, but building your life around avoiding it. Because eventually you stop asking, what do I think? And start asking, what gets approved? Maybe the goal was never to stop caring what people think. Humans aren't built for that. Maybe it's simply noticing how often you're asking other people a question that only you can answer. And once you notice that, something changes. Not because the fear disappears, but because for the first time, you realize who's actually been doing most of the judging.